Hey everyone, Jerry here, Greystone Trading. I wanted to show you three trades that I took on Friday that made me a little over $6,000. So if you're interested in learning how I trade, please click the link below. So in this video, I'm going to show you the three trades I took, the setups, how I established the key levels, how they was looking for enough draw with the continuation for the trades to play out, and how the whole thing breaks down. So it's about an hour-long Zoom session that we did on Friday. We do 9 sessions a week. So if you're interested again in learning how I do this, you can click the link below to find out some more information. So I would highly recommend that you watch that video in 1.5 to 1 3/4 speed. It is a little lengthy, and there's some dry spots in there as well. We're waiting for the setups, and the owner of the company and I are having a conversation back and forth about price action and stuff, and interacting with hundreds of the students that are on the channel. So, anyways, if you're interested in learning, click the link below. Kyle, good morning. Marlon, good morning. Just do a quick sound check and audio check. Team, I do not have support and resistance marked, as you all know. We'll do that in real time. I do see clearly where it's going to be. We have jolts coming out at 10, and that should be pretty exciting. So let's see what this does for us. Justin, good morning, my man. Kyle, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Chris, audio good. Todd, good morning. Matthew, good morning. Doug, happy Friday, my man. All right, team. Um, very, very clearly where I'm going to put support. I'm sure you guys can see it. And very, very clearly where resistance is. I'm sure you guys can see that as well. So, Bill, let's let it rip. I agree, my man. John, good morning, brother. All right, team, I'm going to go ahead and mark it. Top of these bodies, you see where it's at. And I'm going to put support right at the bottom of that red one at the top of this green wick, which is also in coherence with the previous day high. Pre-market high is crystal clear of that tight range, which is nice to see it above the previous day high touches and the previous day high wick. And it's kind of validated those now. But as of now, that is our range, 671.10 to 671.94. If it gives us an opportunity to tighten it up, we'll do that next. Sal, good morning, my man. German, how you doing, man? Team, I don't have anywhere to put overarching at the moment. I'm going to leave it out of the way. Anthony, welcome to Greystone, brother. Good morning. Oh, look at this pullback. And team, obviously these levels do need to hold through the news candle. So right there is a beautiful confirmation of it. Team, I'm going to make a slight adjustment here. I'm going to bring resistance down to 671.72. This candle breaks through the morning time here. It pushes up. It takes out the previous day high. This is retracing right here into very, very bullish structure. If we can get a firm close there, I'll go into calls in our deviated time slot. Sethery, let's go, my man. Dude, what's up, bro? We should get some pretty good fireworks here in a couple seconds with maybe about 2 minutes left or whatever it is. Um, Steven, welcome as well, buddy. About 2.5 minutes or so. We do have the job openings coming out. It's a pretty big news candle, so see what it does for us. Jason, good morning. Steve, let's give it a go, buddy. I agree with that. What a beautiful pullback here, huh? Don, happy Friday, my man. All right, team. Let's see if this support level is remotely going to hold for us. It doesn't look like it at the moment, but a minute is a lot of time left. And as I say that, it's coming back up to it. Jay, good morning from the UK, my man. You're the champ, brother. What part of the UK, my man? Brentwood. Right on, man. All right, team. This support may not longer be valid, but let's see what this Jolts candle does for us. It'll be a few seconds before it starts doing what it happens. All right, team, coming right back up through that support level that we had. Not quite as big as I thought it would be with the Jolts in the job opening. This is a pretty big news candle. Early. Let's party. Sounds good, man. Oh, it's still pending, John. Right on. Tyler, it came in better than forecast. Okay. Andy, good morning, sir.
Harry, good morning. How we doing?
Good, man. Just watching this Jolts candle. It's one of the smaller ones I can recall seeing. And as I say that, it picks up some speed. All right, team. Perfect test and now shattering underlying support.
Hey team, I have this 659 puts pulled up with a firm close below this underlying support at 669.94. 1 minute to go. 40 seconds, team. 659 puts. It does need to be below 669.94. We've reacted off that several times in real time now. Six seconds. 5, 2, 1, and staying away.
I prefer that, honestly, getting that close above and confirmation and letting this candle continue to settle price.
100%. Especially with a big news candle like that.
Yeah.
Andy, how's your brother doing? Everything okay over there?
He uh he left today. My internet.
Is it mine or yours?
I think my internet's acting up, man.
Oh man. I thought it was mine. I was about to have a little PTSD over here. It's like, come on, man.
Bro, it's crazy the way you and I both moved into new homes and we've just gotten, oh boy.
Man, it's been I don't man, I think I've thrown close to 1,500 bucks at it, Andy. But what's really upsetting about it is how much time I've spent on it still not working. I'm like, come on, man. Like this, such a first world problem, but damn. Lee, what did I use to determine underlying support? So I determined like the top of the swing point here through the pre-market. This is a very, very clear level of where it was resistance. And then this level here, SPY came down and tested it and came right back above it, turning support into what, or turning that resistance at what we've seen in the pre-market into support in the New York session. So, and clear reactions off of it now. So very, very confirmed level. And then underlying at 669.15 is that level of support there. When we come to that, we have to expect a reaction on that. Doesn't mean it won't blow past it. Just you have to anticipate a reaction to those other levels. Joshua, mine is on a Wi-Fi for sure. My MacBook doesn't even have a place to plug it in on a cable. Suppose I could buy an adapter or something like that.
Yeah, I got wireless access points
Mm.
that sped it up and it was great without any problem whatsoever. It was perfect for about a week. And then the last 3 days, I've had problems every day and called the guy. He had me, uh, reset it and said the problem was solved. And it's just
Just not.
continued to happen.
I had all the same
Brutal.
stuff. They're like, oh no, everything's fine. I'm like, but it's not.
Right. Right. They're like, oh, we did a
But
speed test. It looks perfect.
But I mean, you can, yeah. Okay, team, switching to the 658 puts. Forty seconds, team. Again, the 658 puts. Twenty seconds. Perfect reactions there. 3, 2, and buying here. And filled at 166. No stop. And team, I'm going to go ahead and take half there, team, at 175. And I was looking for 177, but it had pulled back to 175. Stops at break even. There's your 178, 179 now. Stop is off still. Looking for anything past 180. Stops at break even. Let's get that stop on just in case it retraces really quickly on us. And that's not the exit I was wanting. That's too bad. It's okay. It's a really weird fill there. All right, team, stop is off. And taking another quarter there, team, at 184. Stop's going to go in at 167. There's your 184 again. I'm going to slide my stop up just a little bit, team, to 168 to just allow a little bit of slippage with these. If it snaps back, it's probably going to snap back hard on us. A nice risk-free Friday morning.
Beautiful move.
We can just get a little bit of follow through down to that 668.58. We'll get some really good positions on these runners, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Got plenty of room for it to come there. So we can get some really good selling pressure in the final minute. Any seconds. This is we can get at least a firm candle pushing down. I don't know if that'll happen for us or not, but either way, nice trade all the same. Let's see if we can make up some really good runners here if it collapses on us. There we go. Gorgeous close. Gonna take my stop up to 170. Stop gonna go up to 180. Stop to 181. Just a little bit there, team. Perfect reactions off of that 668.58, which is expected. If it comes through that, we're going to continue into some really good structure here, but that's a really interesting place. That would be a really textbook spot for it to bounce back up for a bit. Stop to 183.
Let's go.
Stopped.
Incredible move, Jerry.
Thank you, sir.
There we go.
I still have 10 stragglers, guys, at my entry point at 166, just to let you guys know. I don't this to me, team. All right, let me explain because I see a few of you guys asking about it tapping that underlying support, which it did. All right, so the first time I avoided the trade with this candle, it would have followed through nicely, as you guys seen. However, this right here, when it takes this candle out, this is bullish structure and it continues on to bullish construction after consolidation, right? Price continues up, takes out the previous day high wick, takes out the previous day high touches, takes out the pre-market high wick, all of it, all in one big sweep, right? Comes back down. This candle here comes and it tests it. This is still bullish structure on this candle, team. This candle that we take entry on is the first candle to break structure and put us into bearish structure, which is why I took that trade. Underlying support was my region of 669.15 to 668.58. I tried to keep us alive in that, and those contracts are flying now. I still do have 10 at my break-even point, and you guys can see that now. Those contracts are a little over 23, 24% from where it's at right now at 206, 207. Does that make sense, guys? And look at this push. Who's in this with stragglers still? Anybody? Andy, you got some left behind?
I do. I
Good
do.
man.
I just, yeah, I have 10 left behind here.
I have 10 as well. I'm going to take that 10 that I had at my 166 entry, and I'm going to move those to 175. Not a lot of money. Just So the next, like what I was talking about to you guys, team, when it takes out this underlying support, it takes out this one. This is complete tailspin now. So those, who knows where this thing falls to? It could come take out the PDL touches. It could get an institutional candle that reverses it and puts it right back into that. Right now, there is no way of knowing what SPY does. It's in free fall in my mind. That should make the week nice and pretty green for everybody.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of folks still holding this.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, Eric, it's 100%. What made me take that still was the break of structure when it took out the support level. And remember, underline and overarching, those are regions, guys. It's not a specific number for me. For me. Miles, you entered a little differently than the group, but you gained 2% on the account with that trade. Miles, well done, buddy. Isn't it great when you can hit like 2%, 1.8, 2.5% of your account on one trade? Like it's such a great feeling. It puts you in such an amazing position for the day, the week. I mean, that used to be my weekly target. And you got anything good going on for the weekend?
Not too much, man. Spending Shabbat with my parents. My sister and brother-in-law and my niece are coming in from New York. So we have a
Oh,
lot of
nice.
family for to celebrate my dad's 60th birthday.
Oh,
Um,
fantastic. Happy birthday to him.
yeah, so that'll be awesome. And then Sunday night we're just having dinner with one of our friends from Brickell that we haven't
Nice.
seen since we moved. So that'll be nice as well. Um, yeah, how about yourself?
My dad's coming over today, around 12:31. We're gonna go to the range and shoot for a little while, and then I I got some fruit trees that I'm picking up from a nursery tomorrow, and I'm gonna plant some fruit trees on the my property line. So
Very
nothing
nice.
too exciting. Get outside, dig some holes, and spend some time in the in the yard, and that's about it, man. Nothing too special.
Awesome.
My mom's birthday is Monday, so we're gonna probably do a birthday dinner Saturday night or something like that.
Oh, awesome. So same birthday as my dad.
Yeah, March 16th.
Yep.
Oh, what are the odds of that?
Yeah. That's funny. And it's also it's my half birthday. Not that anyone cares about half birthdays.
Hmm,
But it's my dad and I have always thought it was cool that his birthday is my half birthday and vice versa.
that is cool. David, Jerry, how did I get my labels on your levels to be right justified? I'm looking for this setting, but you can't find it. David, I don't. What do you mean? I don't understand the question. On levels to be right justified. Andy, do you understand what that is?
What's that?
So David asked me, how do I get my labels on my levels
Uh,
to be right justified? I'm looking for the setting, but I can't find it. On the right of the screen, the lines. Okay, so when I put a line on my chart, guys, I'll just do it right now for example. Line goes on the chart. This red line I just put in 667.54. It highlights that price for me. If I slide it, wherever it stops at is where it's at. It highlights that for me automatically. Is that what you mean, bud? And then how do I spin it? So you literally like on my iPad, just press into it, and then it'll give me a text area where to type onto it. David's line, just like that. You still alive in your little stragglers, Andy?
I just got taken out.
Did you?
Yeah, like 30 seconds ago.
Hmm.
How about you?
I'm still alive and I'm at 175, but I watched the bid and ask hit 171 and they never stopped me, which is beyond weird to me.
That's
Like,
good.
I'm okay with staying in this one. I just don't understand like why I don't know what's going on with the Weeble or if it's that same thing. I swear I've been like a broken record and talking about it for a week trying to sort out what's going on. Like I've been stopped out of 3 trades that I never saw the bid and ask hit there, but this is the first one I've been alive in where I watched it go lower. So that's new. It'll probably just stop me out randomly in 5 minutes from now. Weeble just pushed an update today. That's good to know. Marlin, I don't think trailing them to $2 is a bad thing, man. That's a really good exit on that. I just on those trailers that we had, I just barely got taken out before it flushed down to like 210. Like just part of the game though. All right, team. 668.15 for a new support level. 668.68 for possible resistance. It's confirmed it on the last candle, confirmed on this candle. It does intersect a body, two bodies in the pre-market, but lots of wick reactions to that. And now I'm out of those. Matthew, you're not sharing this to brag, but maybe inspire. Never once have you relied on this to support your life. You feel that Greystone, Andy, Jerry, Ryan, Thomas, Seth have all made such an impact on your life. You made a promise to start paying tithes, and 10% will go to their church and good charity. Oh, Matthew, man, that's great, buddy.
That's incredible, Matthew. Thank you for sharing that, brother. Wow.
Yeah, love
It's
that for you, man.
amazing. Amazing, amazing.
Okay, team, if we come down and close below 668.17 for puts, I don't know if we'll do that the next minute and 20. And let's see how it looks. I'm not sure. I haven't checked calls to see if they're moving favorably or not. Let's see, 175 to a current 190 on the 676s. Stephen, we are reading from the Greystone Premium chat. All right, team, 44 seconds. Six 76 calls, team. They're a bit expensive at 190, but I think we need those to stay alive in this thing. Going to size down to 1/4 size to protect that win that we had and protect our week. 10 seconds. I don't think we're going to get this, but in case we do, get firm and above 669.17, I'll take this. All right. Andy, you've had a pretty good week trading?
Yeah, I had a very good week. Thank God.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, up
Had some
about
weird mishaps with some slippage and stuff like that, but we caught that amazing bottle rocket candle of yours and that giant candle on mine on that, and those really changed my P&L to the wonderful side.
let's go. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm up with that last trade 7% on the week, which is nice.
such a great number, man. And perfect reactions off 666, 669, 92, which is that overarching level. Aaron, I made fish tacos last night. Had African pompano and blackened that and made tacos up with that. It was really good.
Let's go.
My freezer's barely low on fish, which means I'm not spearfishing enough. I'm gonna blame it on winter. Yeah, Hank, I did go and get some of those Dorito shells. Ryan had talked him up enough. Not gonna lie, I didn't see the hype in them. Not gonna lie. And they weren't bad. They just weren't what I was thinking they were gonna be. And what a push on this candle, huh?
Yeah.
All right, team, the 677 calls are pulled up.
Make sure you're sized in such a way to protect a good bit of profit and your weekly target if you've exceeded that, right? Very
Absolutely.
important.
Team, 30 seconds. I don't know if this is going to present itself or not. If we turn red and get below 668.60, I'm going to take puts. However, we need to be decisively firm and green for calls, and we are not there yet. 18 seconds, and we need to be above 669.92 for calls. And we've been staying out of that anyways. That was not a firm candle. Price action's nice and clean this morning, though, compared to what yesterday's nonsense was.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Yeah, yesterday afternoon especially. Oh my gosh, that was not. I mean, it just wasn't tradable, which I mean, listen, that happens sometimes. But
Yeah.
that was not tradable.
All right, team. Perfect test of support again. Now back above it. Miles, love today's price actions. Yesterday, yeah, Miles, I could not agree, man. More, man. Yesterday's was really challenging and tough price. Like weird contract movement, like all of the above was just. But the good lesson learned in that is you don't have to take every trade in. You can watch price action and learn from that and know when to stay away from it in the future. So
Hmm.
there's a lot to be said about yesterday's price action for the knowledge side of it, guys. Vincent, on the last trade, the first half was taken prior to the 8%. Um, you're right, Vincent. It was. I was aiming for my fill. Let me just double check this. My fill on that first trade was 166, and I was when I was trying to sell it, I was trying to sell it into the momentum down, and I was looking at 177 to 178 is when I called it, and I got filled at 175 on that, my man. Which would have been pretty close to 7 to 8% on that first half, but just was selling that into when we took the trade. I was selling that into that underlying area that we were going into, bud. So it's just kind of executed on the chart there. All right, team, about a minute and 10 left on this. Really good range of consolidation here in the center of the zones. So see if we can find one more. You got it, man. Nolan, I'll get to your question after this candle. Just want to watch price for one moment. All right, team. Nolan, Andy, and Jerry. I was wondering if you could give your thoughts to this psychology. You ended up red yesterday because you took one losing trade in the morning, and then when the consolidation and poor contract moving, you couldn't get back to even or green. What do you guys think or tell yourselves when things like this happen? Nolan, there is zero wrong with a red day, in my opinion. It's going to happen to all of us. That's why we have a weekly goal and not a daily goal, bro. If you take a trade and it meets all the criteria, you did everything right. You hang your hat on that. If you did something wrong and you started revenge trading or using emotions, then you got to put yourself in check for that, my man. But there is zero wrong with the red days. We're all going to have them. It's part of the game. If you think you're going to be right at this every time, you've got another thing coming, bro. And this is probably not the game for you long term, bro. There is no way, it's absolutely statistically impossible with the best price action period to be right every time. This is simply not going to happen. So that's my advice on that, Nolan. There's sometimes you take these candles, you get this big retracement, you get a head fake. There's other times you get the gorgeous follow through. We just got to be right more than we're wrong with bigger winning trades and losing trades. That's it. Risk management does the rest once you take the high quality setup.
Totally agree. Well said, Jerry. I think it's very important to understand and reflect on a losing day, losing week. Was it just how the cards unfolded this week and or this day, and I did everything right? And right means in according to my predetermined plan, that I take high quality setups, that I manage risk in accordance with how I set out to manage risk in every trade that I took in this defined period of time, or that I deviate from that to some respect. Right? That I take three trades in an afternoon where there was very clear consolidation and I was forcing entries, or that I take one high quality setup in the morning, one high quality setup in the afternoon, and I went 0 and 2 on the day, but I did everything right. Right, and they're two fairly very very different things. And so just reflecting on that, being clear on that, I think is super helpful and necessary. But just because you're red doesn't mean you did something wrong.
I mean, and I think that goes with trading and anything in life. I mean, there's nothing that you're going to be right about every time. I mean, it's just not possible.
Mm-hmm.
Miles is pretty funny. He goes, it's impossible to be right 100% of the time unless you're Nancy Pelosi, the greatest trader of all time. Oh, Miles is funny.
True.
You're right about that, Miles. I kind of forgot about that, but what was I thinking? Lee, how do you get the second chart with the 1 minute candles? Just describe the trading view. You literally on your trading view, it'll give you there's like a little screen where it'll show you to split the screen. There's like a little box and it'll show you like two, three, a layout little option on there. You click on that and then you can add the 1 minute on there. All right, team, 25 seconds. I have the 656 puts pulled up, sizing very small, team, compared to the last trade. They're priced at about 169, 170 right now. Like I said, sizing very small, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, buying here. Filled at 174. No stop. A little bit more here, team. Gonna patiently wait this for a minute. See if we can get some speed on these contracts.
It made a low right at 666.98. If it can just flush, there we go.
Okay. Stop is still off, team. Never put one on. Come on. Take it out. We should be able to come down to these PDL touches. And I'm going to go ahead and take half their team at 185. Stops off. Take another quarter team at 194.
Yes.
Filled at 193. Stops at break even.
This looks like it's moving with news-driven speed. Doesn't it, Jerry?
I agree with that.
Let's see if this can go crazy for us.
I was just thinking the same thing, Andy. I got my stop in team at 176. I'm going to allow for a little slippage here if it pops back on us. Make a little coin with this one. Size pretty small on it. I'm about 5% or so on my account, maybe 6% of my account approximately. But a gorgeous move all the same. I do agree, Andy, that this is news driven. This is a big push. But it respects key levels and continues on down after the retracement back up. And stop there at break even. Really interesting from where we got filled at to watch those contracts take us out right there.
Yeah.
Hopefully some of you guys are still in it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Did you get taken out too, or are you still
I
off?
did. Yeah.
The hell, right?
Yeah, I did a few
Highway
seconds.
robbery, man.
Yeah, that was weird. I did a few seconds after you.
Hey, control what we control. That was a great trade all the same.
Great trade. Great, great, great trade.
Oh. David on First Watch, Trump says economy will bounce right back when the Iran war is over. David, didn't he just say that that was like over the other day? Or did I mishear that? I thought or
Yeah,
maybe
he
he didn't say it was
he
over. He said something along the lines there was no more targets, which
he
sounds
keeps
like
saying
it's
that for sure.
Jacob, you're up 12.91 on the week, headed into the gun range. Have a great weekend. Jacob, what kind of gun are you going to go shoot, buddy? Tell me more. Unless you're already gone. It's fine if you are. Team, I'm going to stay sized very small like I was on that last trade. If this gives it to us, 667.02, the bottom of the swing point through the pre-market, you can see how it reacts to the wick in the pre-market, test it. You can see how it holds it in the pre-market. You can see how this comes down, closes above it. It comes back up, interacts with it off the low of this swing point here. I think this has got continuation down if we can get a firm candle here. However, if you are super green on the week and the day and you don't want to risk trading anymore, by all means don't. You're going to practice for the USPSA match on this Sunday with your Glock Gen 417. Oh, beautiful, man. What a nice gun. German, do I like the SIG P320? I actually just bought my dad for his birthday the SIG P320. I have the P226, and that which is the Navy SEAL version. Amazing, amazing 9mm handgun. I love it. So he doesn't know he's got that. He's getting that in a couple minutes for his birthday gift. And go break it in today with him.
Unreal. That's awesome.
Bill, 3.5 in the week, bro. Good work, man. Miles, there'll be another entry. It's just creating another range before going down for the PDL. I like it, Miles. I agree with you. I don't think it's done yet. But I'm just going to take what price action tells me to do. I was looking up here for this entry on this candle here when it closed, and what kept me away from it was is it never failed to take out that swing point again. It came down and rejected it. It would have looking back at it, hindsight's always 2020, right? That would have been a really good entry, but with it rejecting that in real time, I wasn't ready to take that hybrid into that, especially after that big win. To me, that was maybe a 55% hit rate, and it did follow through on that. But Neil, thanks, man. Yeah, happy birthday weekends for the families. Steve, I don't look at the 3 minute too much. I have been doing some video works with some indicators and like testing like my price action with an indicator on. Does it give me, does it avoid me from a stop out? And I haven't came to any conclusions yet on indicators being amazing for me or against me. But I have been doing some work on those on the back end. And to answer your question about the 3 minute chart, I've been looking at the 2 minute chart a little bit, but nothing.
Hmm.
I haven't found anything like that would save me money or put me into a trade. And but don't get me wrong, I've only been testing this for about 3 weeks now and on my back testing. So I don't have any conclusive data or I haven't been able to pick up any pattern recognitions. And um And I'm not
What
using
what
AI to.
specifically, Jerry, are you looking at on the 2 minute?
So I was looking for basically my exact same level support resistance on the 5 minute, and then I turn on the 2 minute chart to the right, and I was looking at how that would give me conviction for entry, or could I have got into that trade on the close of the 2 minute and been out by the time it closed on the 5 minute of that. So, but I haven't been able to get any good convictions of that yet, Andy. Just
Okay.
still working through it, and I might just come to no conclusions at all. 15
Yeah.
seconds team. 656 puts, sizing really small again, firm close, 10 seconds. Sorry, Andy, I'll come back to it. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Buying here. Filled at 190. And I'm going to go ahead and put my stop in team at one. Nope, stop is off. Never even got a chance to calculate it. Stop's off.
See, I
Come
blow
on.
past that wick.
Yep, there we go. Be ready, team. This is going to be quick. Not looking for the full big percentages, just going to profit stack us if it allows me to. Taking half there, team at $2. And there's your $2, 201. It's still there. Not the percentages, just looking for that. And it's reacting perfectly off the PDL touches, so I'm not going to play with that. Those are big levels from yesterday. Stop is still off. Perfect reactions off the PDL wick. No surprise there. I'm going to take another quarter here at 207. Oh, look at that push. That was a little quick on that one. I actually got filled at 208 on that, which is good.
And
Stop is
here,
in at 205. Stop to 210. Stop to 220. Stop to 222. Stop to 226. Stop at 226. That's all I got,
you
guys.
got you got stopped there, Jerry?
I did. I got stopped at
Okay.
226.
Okay.
I did.
Bro, unbelievable. Incredible move. Somehow I'm still alive in this one right now.
Fucking awesome, buddy.
Let's
Run it.
see. Let's see.
Roll that
Dude,
bitch down, buddy.
what an
Roll it down, Andy.
amazing push. Amazing. Okay, and I just got taken out there, even though I didn't see it go up there. All good.
It's so
Incredible.
frustrating, isn't it, Andy? When it does that shit, I'm like looking at a bid and ask. I'm like, it didn't touch that, but I'm out of my trade.
What a
Yeah.
day, Jerry. What a
Yeah.
day.
Thanks, Andy.
Oh my God. Ooh.
Three quarters to full trades on a Friday. If that doesn't put a smile on your face going into a birthday weekend, nothing will.
Oh yeah. Let's go.
Bro, you guys do good on that? How's everyone on the week on this one? Please say that y'all are super damn green. Please say you're super green.
Oh, wow. That was
Ray,
crazy.
Ray, you didn't take it. Defending a great week, bro. There's nothing wrong with that at all, man. What a beautiful push, though. I wish I was. I'm not. I don't wish, but I'd like to know how I got taken out because I never saw it hit those numbers when it did. But now, I mean, now I'd have been out anyways. But what a beautiful push down. Andy, you crushed that one too.
I did, brother. Yeah, the last two I was
Yes.
sized down a little to protect the day, but I continued to extend my weekly profit right at 9% now on the week.
Yeah, beautiful. The first one I was size very normally just because I've had a room to do that on the week. And then the second one I sized down. And then the third one I just stayed sized the same. So I was at 20%, then I went to 5%, and then at 5% again on that. But
Yep.
and if I got stopped on this one here, I was like, it would have gave up the other trade that I had, or most of it, which is completely fine. I still had my first big win, so completely
Yep.
okay with that. But fucking hell yeah.
Brandon,
Alex.
22% weak.
Ooh. Catherine, you're 12.5% of the month and 6.4 in the week. You missed the first big trade you guys took. What an awesome Friday. Catherine, that's awesome. Just like price action. Sal, after your horrible Monday and Tuesday, you finished 5% on the account. Doesn't that feel good, Sal?
That's amazing.
It so is. Sure is, man.
Right?
Chris,
After you
8%
can
of the
have a
week.
tough Monday, Tuesday, and you still have a lot of week left.
But
Right?
yeah,
What would have happened? What would have happened if you're jaded from Monday, Tuesday, and you size down to not deep in the hole, and all of a sudden you go on a great 7-1 run or 8-3, whatever it may be, but you're still deeply red because you've sized down to start your Wednesday morning, for example. Right? Very, very powerful to just keep that process, that same sizing throughout, despite a potentially tough two days to start the week.
Yeah, I mean, we've all done it. At least I did in the very beginning before I was consistently profitable. I was like, I get stopped on a Monday twice and I get stopped on a Tuesday morning. And then I'm like, oh, I got to size down so I don't dig myself into a hole. I size myself down and then I go on like 8 wins in a row and I'm still red on the week. I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot. I just did basic math wrong. Like, if I would have stayed size the same, 2 of those trades would have fixed the 3 problems,
Mm-hmm.
the 3 stop outs. Like, it's just, but the psychology that comes with it, I get it. I mean, we've all been there as traders. Vincent, 4.73 on the day, bro. Animal. I love this, man. You guys are crushing it. What a week.
What a week.
And look at this thing. I wish I had some stragglers left on it, but I didn't put stragglers on the last 2 trades. I didn't have enough positions to really leave behind. But
Same.
if these things hit $5, I'd be like, I should have left 5 behind, but could have, would have, should have, right?
Yeah.
The way it looks right now is it looks like it's going to go for that pre-market low all the way back down to 662.69 ish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or at least into the top of this 663.55, at least currently. But I'll tell you what, it's not flying and pushing really fast and hard like you would think it would be.
Right.
I do agree, Andy. This candle that we are in, I think that was something news going on there. It looked like it was had some bigger institutional pullouts there. It wasn't just normal going down.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry, Steve, you brought your account from 4,000 account up to 4,592 today, bro. That's incredible, man. $600 on a $4,000 account, man. Deanna, that's great advice that you need to work on keeping your sizing up after you lose. Diana, so think of it like this: if and everybody for that matter, and Andy, you can probably elaborate on this a little bit. If your setups are A plus setups to A setups where you have enough room to go risk free, it checks all the boxes on your trade. If you take that trade and you're sized 15, 20, whatever that number is of your account, in that trade, you did nothing wrong and it checks all the boxes, and you get stopped out 2 or 3 times in a row. As long as you're doing everything correct, stay sized that same. But if you are down 5% or 6% on the week on a Tuesday afternoon, but you took 5 trades and they're not great setups and you're not following your rules and your entries and your system, at that point, the problem is not the problem is now 100% you, not the price action, right? But if you're taking those good high quality setups, like we did all three of our trades today, and we'd have got stopped out on two of them, we'd have been done trading. But when it keeps distributing and continuing force and giving us more entries, keep sizing like that. And then when you have that really good win, defend the profit. So the last thing you want to do is be up 3% or 4% on a Monday morning and then turn that Monday morning neutral or red. That's a terrible thing to do. And it gets your headspace all messed up for the week. So
So
just
true.
stay focused on that. Like you don't have to hit the goal in one day. And if you don't get to your goal of 3% or 2.5% or 4%, it's okay. Sacrifice the goal for that. Like turning a red week or a green week that say you're up 1.8% on a Friday, and you're like, I'm going to size here because I got to get to 4%. And then you go from 1.8% green to 0.5% red. That's a terrible headspace to go into the weekend for. Why would you do that to yourself? Don't be greed's an emotion that'll this isn't get rich quick. This is just going to add a lot of cash flow to your system once you get it right. And when you start working with bigger numbers in an account plus $50,000 and you're trading 70, 80, 100 contracts at a time, the thing flies like lightning, guys. But it's slow and steady till you get there. You don't have to trade these giant position sizes of 5, 6, 700 contracts. Like anything past 60 contracts, the account moves. You'll be making more money as a doctor trading 60 contracts and sizing off of that. You'll literally make more money off that than what a surgeon would make in a year. Trust me, I know I've done it. Now, I don't know what kind of surgeon that is, right? But hypothetically, you can definitely make over 300K a year with 60 plus contracts, guys. It's not this giant screw you number of 5, 6, 700 contracts and positions, and where you've got knots in your stomachs because the stop outs are 20 grand. Like it doesn't have to be that way, guys.
Yep. Well said, Jerry. Guys, I got to drop here. What an incredible session. What an incredible way to end the week. And we're so happy to see the overwhelming amount of success and progress you guys are making. We look forward to another amazing week. Jerry, enjoy the celebration, the festivities with the family. And
Thanks, Andy.
ladies and gentlemen, have an amazing rest of your Friday and weekend. And we will see you on Monday morning. Take care, everyone.
Andy, thanks a
Take
lot.
care,
You guys
brother.
have a great day. All right, team, I'm going to wrap it up for now. You guys have a fantastic, fantastic day and a fantastic weekend. And I will see you guys Monday morning. Take it easy, guys. See you.